Hello, welcome to the session. Myself, Dr. K.A. Manjula, working as Assistant Professor, Government College for Women, Kolar. So, this is the session which is related to BCom 6th semester subject Principles and Practice of Auditing. So, in this session, we're going to discuss about the topic how the auditor is going to vouch related to payment of creditors. So as you all know, in the previous class I told you the meaning of your vouching. Vouching is nothing but the deep examination or verification, the entries that is made mainly in the book of accounts with the documentary evidence. So here in this, let us know what is the meaning of creditors. So creditors are nothing but these are the suppliers who supply the goods and services on credit basis and ask to pay the payment in future on specific date. ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು ಅಂದರೆ ಕಂಪನಿಗೆ ಯಾರು ಸಾಲ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೋ ಅಂದರೆ ದೀಸ್ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕಾಲ್ ದೆಮ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಸಪ್ಲೈಯರ್ಸು. ಅವರು ಸರ್ವೀಸು ಮತ್ತು ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ನ ಎರಡು ಸಾಲದ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಮತ್ತು ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಬಂದುಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮುಂದೆ ಫ್ಯೂಚರಲ್ಲೂ ಒಂದು ಫಿಕ್ಸಡ್ ಡೇಟಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಡೇಟಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ ಡೇಟಲ್ಲಿ ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಡುವಂಥ ವ್ಯವಹಾರನ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಕಾಲಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟರ್ಸು. ಸೊ ವೆನ್ ಎ ಆಡಿಟರ್ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ವೌಚ್ how the payment has been done to creditors, then he has to follow some following points. So auditor vouching ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಕ್ಲೈಂಟ್ಸು ಅವರ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಗಮನ ಇಟ್ಟು ನೋಡುವಾಗ ಅವರು ಈ ಮೇಲ್ಕಂಡ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಗಮನದಲ್ಲಿಟ್ಟುಕೊಂಡು ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಫಾಲೋ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ receipts that is issued by the creditors. That is nothing but when a payment is done mainly to creditors for the goods that they have been sold on credit basis, then the sales person, that is nothing but the suppliers, he is going to provide the receipt. So that receipt, even you can call that as a cash memo or invoice that is issued by the suppliers. So this one you will be having as a evidence mainly when it will be asked by the auditor for vouching purpose. ಯಾವುದೇ ರಿಸಿಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರಲಿ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟರ್ಸು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡೋವಂಥ ರಿಸಿಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ನ ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀರ ಅಂದರೆ ವೌಚರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀರ. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನು ಭದ್ರವಾಗಿ ಹಂಗೆ ಇಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ವೆನ್ ಎವರ್ ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ನೀಡ್ ಬೈ ದಿ ಆಡಿಟರ್ ರಿಗಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ದ ಹೌ ದ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬಿನ್ ಸೆಟಲ್ಡ್ ಟು ದ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟರ್ಸ್ನೋ, ದೆನ್ ದಿಸ್ ರಿಸಿಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ supporting document. Next you'll be having amount due. That is the auditor he should check the amount whatever due to the date of the audit, that is mainly for the creditors, that is only with the help of the accounts that has been prepared in the name of the creditors, and even he has to see whatever the goods that has been received mainly with the invoices. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಆಡಿಟರು ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಏನು ಬಾಕಿ ಇದೆ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟರ್ಸ್ಗೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಮೌಂಟ್ಗೆ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ನ ಅವರು ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಮತ್ತು ಎಷ್ಟು ಸೆಟಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ವಾಯ್ಸಸ್ ರಿಸೀವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಗೆ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಆಲ್ ದಿಸ್ ಶುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬಿನ್ ವೆರಿಫೈಡ್ ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ಬೈ ದಿ ಆಡಿಟರ್. The auditor also has to verify goods inward book. Why means in this book the accountant they are going to enter the entries which is related to the goods that has been bought into the organization. That is either it may be on cash or it may be on purchases, that is credit purchases. ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಬುಕ್, ಈವನ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕಾಲ್ ದಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಲೆಡ್ಜರ್ ಬುಕ್ಕು. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಪನಿ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಎಂಟ್ರೀಸು ಬುಕ್ಕಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಬುಕ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ವೆರಿಫೈಡ್ ಬೈ ಸೀಯಿಂಗ್ ವೆದರ್ ದ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬಿನ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ರಿಸೀವ್ಡ್ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟಾಕಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಗೂಡ್ಸು ಸ್ಟಾಕಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿದೆಯಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ, ಮತ್ತು ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಬುಕ್ಕಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ, ಎಲ್ಲನೂ ಸೇಮ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ವೆರಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿ ದ ಆಡಿಟರ್ ಹಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಚೆಕ್ ವೆದರ್ the entries that is made in all the three books, whether it matches or not. Even the auditor has to provide and he has to examine supplier's account. Supplier's account is nothing but these are the peoples who actually they are going to provide the goods and services mainly which is required by the company on credit basis. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ auditor he has to compare the suppliers accounts mainly with the statement of account that is submitted by them. So purchases ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಬೇಸಿಸಲ್ಲಿ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೋ ಆವಾಗ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಎಸ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ವೆರ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಕಾಲಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಇನ್ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀರಾ. ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಇನ್ವಾಯ್ಸಸ್ mainly the auditor he has to check. Why means because the periodical statement that is submitted mainly by the creditors with the current creditors account whether it is tallying or not. ಸೊ ಆಡಿಟರು ಅವ್ರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋ ಅಂಥ ಪೀರಿಯಾಡಿಕಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗೂ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಗೂ ಎರಡು ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಲ್ವಾ ಅಂತ he has to cross verify. And even the auditor he has to check for the evidence for the goods that has been received either in the purchases book or even in the stores ledger book, where even the payments that is related mainly to the purchase of goods and services, it should be related only for the business, that is nature of transaction that is taking place mainly by the owner. And the auditor he should examine the original invoices in order to find out. Why means because whatever the goods that is purchased from the supplier it has to be only for the purpose of business and not for the domestic purpose. That has to be clarified mainly by the auditor. ಸೊ ಆಡಿಟರು ಏನು ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೋ ಸಪ್ಲೈಯರ್ಸ್ ಹತ್ರ ಆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಗೂಡ್ಸು ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ. ಅದು ಸ್ವಂತ ಬಳಕೆಗೆ ಅಥವಾ ಬೇರೆ ಯಾರೋ ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಆಗಿ ಇರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಆಡಿಟರ್ ಸ್ವತಃ ಅವರೇ ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಬುಕ್ಕಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಗೂ ಮತ್ತು ಫಿಸಿಕಲಾಗಿ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. The auditor he should also vouch cash payment that is made to the creditors mainly for the purchases. ಸೊ ಆಡಿಟರು ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಅದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ವೌಚ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ರಿಗಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್. ದೆನ್ ಹಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ವೌಚ್ ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡನ್ ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ ದ ಎಕ್ಸೆಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬಿಲ್. ಸೊ ಏನೇನು ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಆ ಪೇಮೆಂಟು ಎಕ್ಸೆಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ ಅಥವಾ ಏನು ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋ ಬಿಲ್ಲು ವೆದರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ paid twice ಎರಡು ಸಲ ಕಟ್ಟಿದೆಯಾ ಆರ್ the fact should be inquired into means whether the payment that is done whether bill is more or whether it is of twice paid, or you should see that whatever the fact that is there mainly in the payment whether it is true or not. So that also has to be inquired mainly by the auditor. Next, creditors periodical statement. Creditors periodical statement is nothing but here the auditor he should ensure whether the creditors periodical statement that are sent by the creditors it should be same when you are going to verify mainly with the supporting documents. So ಯಾವ creditors periodical statements ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೋ each and everything it has to be tallied and it has to be make an entry related to the supporting documents like cash ledger, purchase book, stores ledger, each and everything. All the entries should be matching together only. Next, the invoices in duplicate. So when the invoices are received in duplicate, ಯಾವಾಗ ಇನ್ವಾಯ್ಸಸ್ ಡ್ಯೂಪ್ಲಿಕೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಡಬಲ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಥರ ರಿಸೀವ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೋ that time the auditor he should be careful. Why means he should take a care that whatever the vouchers that has been provided in each voucher there should not be any double payment again as the same supply. ಸೊ ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಏನು ಕೊಂಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾರೋ ಗೂಡ್ಸು ಆ ಗೂಡ್ಸು ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ಗೂ ಕೇರ್ಫುಲ್ಲಾಗಿ ವೆರಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಪರ್ಚೇಸಸ್ಗಾಗಿರಲಿ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ಗಾಗಿರಲಿ ಡಬಲ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ವೋಚರ್ ಇರಬಾರ್ದು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ fully care should be taken mainly by the auditor and he has to verify that no single invoice should be duplicated mainly for the supply of other goods. And even the auditor he should be careful related to the purchase that is made before the close of the year. That is, whenever the audit work is going on, no, in case of purchases that is made, no, it should be before closing of the year, and the auditor must see that the goods not actually received or kept out of the closing stock of the year. ಸೊ ಯಾವಾಗ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ರಿಸೀವ್ ಆಗಿ ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರುವಂಥ ಗೂಡ್ಸನ್ನು ಮಾತ್ರ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಆಡಿಟ್ಗೆ ವೆರಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಮತ್ತು ಆ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ವೋಚರ್ಸ್ನ ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಎನಿ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ದೇರ್ ಇನ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ and which is not actually received, even that also has to be kept out, mainly related to the closing stock of the year. And even the auditor, he must ask for the duplicate copy of the missing voucher for the payment that is made to the creditors. So in case ಯಾವುದನ್ನ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟರ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ, ಸೊ ವೌಚರ್ಸ್ ಯಾವುದನ್ನು ಮಿಸ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಬುಕ್ಕಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ದೆನ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಆಸ್ ದಿ ಡ್ಯೂಪ್ಲಿಕೇಟ್ ಕಾಪಿ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ವೌಚರ್, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇನ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಟು ಕ್ಲಾರಿಫೈ whether the entries that is done in the book of accounts is accurate or not. Even the auditor, he should ask the sellers to provide statement of sales. Why means ಯಾರು ಸೆಲ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೋ ಗೂಡ್ಸು, even you have to tell them to provide this statement of sales. Why means because the amount that is paid and which has to be payable, both has to be cross check among that one. So the statement of sales has to be demanded mainly by the auditor from the sellers. So the ouching of entries with the account sales statement, everything will be very essential, mainly in order to have the deep examination related to the book of accounts that has been taken place. Even the auditor, he should see that whatever the purchases that has done, no, it has to be duly authorized by the responsible person. That is, each and every transaction whatever they are going to do, no, each and everything has to be verified and it has to be monitored by the authority and responsible person. While vouching the cash payments that may be done for the current accounting year, the following has to be kept in mind by the auditor. That is, whether the payment has been done to the right person, the auditor has to be examined. Even the auditor has to see whether the payment that is there in the cash book and in the rough book both are same, whether it is going, when you are going to compare the amount or anything, whatever the payment that has to be done, no, both has to be same. The payments that are credited in the cash book has been made to the right person. Whatever the payment that has been run, no, each and everything, it has to be made mainly for the right person only. That is, the person who has been prepared the statement of sales, no, the amount also has to be paid to that right person only. The amount of payment whatever has been recorded in the cash book, it has to be tallied with the amount that is showing in the voucher. So ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಬುಕ್ಕಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನು ಎಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೋ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಎಂಟ್ರಿನೂ ಆ ವೌಚರಲ್ಲಿರೋಂಥ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ಗೆ ಟ್ಯಾಲಿ ಆಗಬೇಕಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ದ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೇಡ್ ಮೇನ್ಲಿ for the purchase of goods and services on the credit basis, it should be related only for the business purpose and not for the domestic purpose. And even whether the audit that has been related to the period only has to be taken into consideration, and whatever the payment that has been done, no, each and every voucher, each and every transaction should be authorized and sanctioned by the responsible person. Whatever the payment that is supported by the documentary evidence, which will be calling as a voucher, it has to be kept under the safe custody of the authorized person, so that no voucher will be duplicate for the other transaction. Whenever the amount paid in excess of 500, the voucher, whatever you are going to make it should be duly stamped, and the voucher, it has to be properly checked as regards to the arithmetical accuracy of the amount and even the proprietor of the payment both has to be responsible for the payment what is done. ಸೊ ಏನೇ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದನ್ನು ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತೆ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಅಕ್ಯುರೇಟಾಗಿ ಅದು ಮಾಡಿದಾರಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ, ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬೀನ್ ಡನ್, ಈಚ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಚೆಕ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಈವನ್ ದ ಆಡಿಟರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಸಿ ದಟ್ all the vouchers whatever you have been done and it has been overwritten, it has to be cancelled by the auditor as soon as he checks them, and even when he is going to pass the entry in his audit in order to prevent their production once again in supporting of subsequent or even it may be for fictitious payment. So auditor ಆಡಿಟ್ ಮಾಡೋವಾಗ ಅವನು ಯಾವ ವೋಚರ್ಸ್ನ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾನೋ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದಕ್ಕೂ ಮೊದಲೇ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಮಾಡಿರಬೇಕು. ಯಾಕೆ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದೇ ಎಂಟ್ರಿನ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಅವನ ಆಡಿಟ್ ಬುಕ್ಕಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರಬೇಕು. ಫೈನಸ್ ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇದೇ ಸೇಮ್ ವೋಚರ್ ಮುಂದೆ ಯಾವುದು ಸೇಮ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ಗೆ ಡ್ಯೂಪ್ಲಿಕೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗ್ದಿರಂಗೆ ಆಡಿಟರ್ ಹಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ಇಸ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್. And even he can use his rubber stamp where his name will be used mainly for the purpose of the voucher, and even he can do initial also in order to see that whatever the transaction or whatever the vouching work that has been done, it will be done in a efficient and effective manner. Even the auditor also has to check the due date of the payment. So when the payment has to be made, if the payment is made before the due date means, then the auditor he must ask what is the reason mainly for such early payments. So due date ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಆಡಿಟರು. ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಡೇಟಿಗೆ ಮುಂಚೆ ಏನಾನ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಹಂಗಾದರೆ ಆಡಿಟರು ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ಯಾಕೆ ಡ್ಯೂ ಡೇಟ್ ಇದ್ದೂ ಮೊದಲೇ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ರೀಸನ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್. The auditor has to check that the payment must be in a improper from the legal point of view. ಏನೇ ಫಾರ್ಮಾಲಿಟೀಸು ವೆರಿಫಿಕೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅದು ಲೀಗಲಿ ಇಂಪೋಸ್ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು. ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಫಾಲೋಯಿಂಗ್ ದ ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಂಪನೀಸ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಒಬೇ according to the article of association and memorandum of association, where each and every transaction whatever the entries that is made by the accountant, it has to be make sure that whatever the goods that has been purchased and the payment that is made, it is only for the business purpose and not for the personal use, and even not for some other business purpose. So this has to be ensured mainly by the auditor when he is going to do his audit work. And even the vouchers that has to be examined when you are going to vouch related to creditors, that is payment to creditors, they are cash receipts and entries in the purchases book. These both have to be compared with the cash book, where the bank passbook also has to be examined. Even the minutes that has been prepared mainly in each meeting, the contracts and other documentary evidence which has to be scrutinized. Each and every transaction related to the creditor's account has to be deeply examined by the auditor, mainly in order to satisfy whether whatever the authenticity of the voucher he can pass. Note, when the doubt arises regarding some vouchers, he can demand for a fresh voucher, and even he will be having a right even to ask what is the nature of the payment, why he has done that, and he can take his specific measures and suggest the client see that further it will not be repeated, and he will be providing mainly the authenticity whatever that is done mainly related to the examination of vouchers with the help of the document for the purpose of true affairs of the company. The auditor, when is going to vouch mainly the receipt side of cash book, that is the payment that is done mainly to the creditors, it will be more difficult because the auditor do not get any voucher that is given by others. So there are more chances of frauds while cash is received. From the auditor point of view, the operation of vouching receipts is more difficult than vouching of payments. I means, first of all the auditor, whatever they are going to study, they have to know related to the internal control system, how it has been examined mainly by the auditor, and even whatever the vouching of payments that is done mainly, he has to see that the purchases that is made during the year under the audit, it has to be recorded mainly in the book of accounts, and he should see that the purchases whatever it has been made, no, all it has to be duly signed. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಏನೇನು ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಡ್ಯೂಲಿ ಸೈನ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. Then the auditor even he has to see examine all the original vouchers in order to find out whether the goods are purchased for the business purpose or for some other purposes, everything and all. And even the auditor, he should ensure, auditor ಏನು ಎನ್ಶೂರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ whatever the goods that has been actually received, ಯಾವ goods ನಾವು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ರಿಸೀವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀರೋ, available documents whatever is there as a evidence, such as goods received note, it may be goods inward book, it may be stores ledger account, it may be, all this has to be deeply examined and see that whatever the payment that is made for purchases, it has to be vouched with cash memos, invoices that is supplied mainly by the suppliers. You should see that whatever the purchases that has been done, either it may be in the part of fixed assets or it may be in the part of investments, etc., it should not be included under the head purchases. It has to be included in the name of the head of the account, that is mainly under the stores ledger or goods ledger. And even the auditor, he should see that only the credit payment are recorded in the purchases book. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಸಾಲದ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪರ್ಚೇಸಸ್ನ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಬರೀ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸಸ್ನ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದನ್ನು ಮಾತ್ರ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಬಿ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡೆಡ್ ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ ದ ಪರ್ಚೇಸಸ್ ಬುಕ್. ಅದೇ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದನ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಬುಕ್ಕಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಈವನ್ ದ ಆಡಿಟರ್ ಈ ಶುಡ್ ಸಿ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ whatever the payment that is made, it has to be done through cross check ಅಥವಾ ಡಿ ಡಿ, ಅದ್ರ ಮುಖಾಂತರನೇ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಪೇಮೆಂಟು. whatever the auditor, he should see that the purchases of capital assets, it may be, it will not be included mainly in the purchases book. ಸೊ ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ಆಗಿರಲ್ಲ. whatever the money that have been paid mainly to the creditors, no, it should be vouched with the receipts that is issued mainly by the creditors only. Deep verification has to be done mainly by the auditor when he is going to vouch mainly for the payment that is done for the creditors. So whatever the amount that is due mainly to the suppliers, no, it has to be compared with the accounts whatever that has been prepared mainly in the creditors account book. Why means because the auditor, he should ensure that whatever the vouchers that is included in the purchases book, ಯಾವ ವೌಚರ್ಸು ಪರ್ಚೇಸಸ್ ಬುಕ್ಕಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೋ, ಆಡಿಟರು ಈ ಶುಡ್ ಒಬ್ಟೈನ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟರ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮೈನ್ ದೆಮ್. ಆಡಿಟರು ಆ ಪರ್ಚೇಸಸ್ ಬುಕ್ಕಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನು ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೋ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದಕ್ಕೂ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ಸಪ್ಲೈಯರ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೋ ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ he has to receive the statement of accounts copy and he should examine whether the same has been entered even in the purchases book, goods invoice book, and even whether it is tallying even in the creditors book as well as the statement of accounts. The confirmation will be done directly by the auditor, where the auditor even he should make a list of all the invoices ಮಿಸ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಇನ್ವಾಯ್ಸಸ್ ಮಿಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯೋ ಎಲ್ಲನೂ ಒಂದು ನೋಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಈ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಓವರ್ that to the list of the management. Why means because with the request asking them to supply the duplicate copy of that. Why means if duplicate invoices are not produced, then it should state that the fact in its report. That is nothing but ಯಾವುದನ್ನ ವೌಚರ್ಸು ಮಿಸ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಇನ್ವಾಯ್ಸಸ್ಸು. ಆ ಇನ್ವಾಯ್ಸಸ್ ಮಿಸ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದರೆ ಆ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಲ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ನ ಯಾರು ಬುಕ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೋ ವೌಚರ್ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಕರೆಸಿ ಸಪೋರ್ಟಿವ್ ಡಾಕ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್ ಡ್ಯೂಪ್ಲಿಕೇಟ್ ಕಾಪಿ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಕಾಪಿ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಬೇಕು. ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಅವರು ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಕಾಪಿ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ ಅಂಥ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ನ ಆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ನ ಈ ಶುಡ್ ಮೇಕ್ ಎ ನೋಟ್ ಈವನ್ ಇನ್ ಎಸ್ audit report book, and it has to be intimated mainly for the management, saying that this has been a doubt mainly for the misappropriation of goods and services. So the client will be alerted regarding whatever the frauds or errors that is taking place, and asking them mainly for the further process ಇದನ್ನೇ ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ದಂಗೆ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಎಚ್ಚರವಾಗಿರಲಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಡವಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ he is going to provide the alertness. Even the auditor he should compare some of the entries that is there mainly in the purchases book with the order book also. Why means some entries whatever it is there in the purchases book may not be there in the order book, because whatever the order that we have been done for each and every order we don't get the supply. So you have to pay for which one the payment is made and which one the goods has been received, for which the statement accounts confirmation is received mainly from the suppliers. Only that book, only the goods that is inward, and you have to ensure that no fictitious purchases are recorded and no invoices is entered twice. All deep verification will be done mainly by the auditor, so that the duplicate entry will not be done related to the purchases that or payments that is made mainly for the creditors. For each and every transaction, whatever the property or whatever the goods that has been purchased, it has to be done through a suppliers, that is based on the invoices that is supplied. The auditor he should examine even the statement of accounts, that is the invoice that is supplied mainly by the supplier. The auditor he should ascertain whether there is a proper authorization for the purchase of the payment, that is whatever the payment that is done mainly to the creditors, whether the authorized person has been permitted or sanctioned mainly for the payment or not. So only after the sanction and authorization only the payment can be done mainly for the creditor. So each and every record has to be entered mainly in the passbook as well as the cash book and even in the receipt book, because each and every transaction has to be tallied when you are going to monitor deep verification. That is whatever the payment that is made mainly to the creditors, the auditor should see that the person to whom the payment that has been made, he has to be signed. That is, he has to sign that he has been received mainly the payment. And if so, the sanction letter that is issued mainly by the responsible person mainly for the payment that has been done, even that authorization letter has to be kept as a safety mainly. In due case it may be acting as a supporting evidence for the payment that is made mainly by the client. So each and every transaction whatever it has been made, the payment that has been made with the help of the invoices and the receipts obtained mainly from the suppliers, each and everything has to be examined relevant to the passbook as well as the cash vouchers. So by this, I'm willing to wind up my session by telling that the auditor, whenever is going to deep verify the book of accounts, he should make a note that the physical inspection of the property of the goods that has been purchased has to be done physically by him only, and he should not rely on any other. Thank you.